Today in this session we'll learn about filters, that is how to filters using the fields. Then we'll see how to filters using the visualizations, and then we'll see how to use slicers. Then I'll tell you about how to navigate between the reports, that is navigate between the sheets, and then we'll also see how we can use this drill through. So in the previous session, we learned about how to create these visualizations individually, and also something like more than one visualization in a page. But today what we'll do is we'll try to create more visualization here, and we'll see how we can filter the data, or say filter the visualization. So first of all, filters means the filtering your data. It is very similar to the filters what we have in our Excel. Now let's go with a simple filters, and then we'll add more filters. Then again we'll add more visualization, and we'll see how we can use these filters. The first filters what we have here is within visualization, within this page, and across all the pages. When I say filters within the visualization, now let's say I'll take one simple chart like yesterday what we did. We'll take only one chart and we'll learn about the filters, and then we'll add more visualizations in this. So now I created one simple chart here. Right. So we created one visualization here. I'll just take a simple data here. That is, I'll take this region and states. Just a simple chart. First, we'll learn about the basic filters, and then we'll go and learn about more other filters. When I add any fields here in this field pan, so what will happen is I have a separate filter pan here where I can filter the data or the fields what we have dragged and dropped here. That is what fields we are using. Now in our previous session, in the previous version, the filters were available within this visualization pan itself. Now we have a separate filter pan which will be very helpful for filtering the records, or say filtering the visualization. Now I just took one visualization here, and then I took some fields here. Now we'll try to filter the records here. Whatever fields I'm taking here, so that will be available here, and I can filter those records. Now if you see this, it says region and say all, sales all. Now if I click on this, I will get the filters here, the filter options. Now say I want only central, I can click on central. So I'll get only central here. I'll say west, then I can have west here. Say I want east, so I'll get like this. I can filter the records, or say the selections here. I want all, say select all. Select all, I'll get this. This is basic filters. Now if you want the selection to be only one, say any one of them. So now I have this multiple selection. So I require single selection. If I click on this, say like this. That is, I'll not have select all option. Now let me remove this. Again, I'll get this select all option. That means I can immediately select all this. This is for basic filter. Let me go and click on this. I have this advanced filtering and top N. I'll show you when we have more records. Otherwise, I'll just explain what is this. Say advanced filters. I can use this contains, does not contain, and all these things. So I'll take one more chart for this with customer name, because there are so many names there. Then we can use this advanced filters and top N. Now let's go to this basic filter. So we just learned about the selection of this. Now let's scroll down. Here I have one more field, that is sales. Now I want to filter this data. I'll go here. Here I'll get all the options, that is less than, greater than, so all these options. Let's say I want to create the report which are greater than or equal to, I'll mention here 5,000, or say 2,500. and say apply filter. So whatever value in the table which has got more than 2500 will be summarized and I'll get the results here. Let me just change this to 5000 and see. Or it is actually greater. So let's go and see what is this. 3,91,000. Let me make it as 5 lakhs. Say apply. You can see this. See, it got filtered. This is the fields what we already have. I had only 2 fields. I tried to filter it. So I filtered it. That is based on the regions and based on the values. I can also add one more field here which are not available in this visualization. Say for example, I'll go here, I'll take this category, drag and drop here, I'll say add data fields here. Now this field, whatever is there, this is not available in my visualization, but still I can use it as a filter. Let's say I want only furniture. Let me click on this furniture. So here I don't have anything, any values which are above 5000, that is greater than 5 lakhs in this furniture. Let me select office supply also. I think that's also not there. Let me select this technology. Now it is actually taking. Now what we'll do, we'll try to remove this filter and then just try to remove this. Just clear this. Select this. Right. Now what we'll do, we'll go here, say furniture. Still we don't have the data. Still not clear. Clear this. Now let me go back. So I just cleared the data. Now we'll select only furniture. You can see that the data is getting filtered here. Let me go here. I'll say technology. See. So this field, whatever is there, the category field is not within this visualization, but still I'm able to filter it. That is, I can add extra fields here. That is another fields here to use it for filters only. The first thing is when I drag and drop the fields, whatever is there, out of that I can filter. Otherwise, I can also add extra fields in this filter to filter this report. That means this visualization, the individual visualization. This is for single visualization. I can also do this for within this page. So before that, what we'll do is we had that advanced filtering and top N. We'll finish that and again I'll come back, add more fields here, more reports here, and then we'll see how we can use filters within this page. I'm just creating one more page. At this time I'll take customer and let's say I'll take profit. Let me keep it like this. Either I can use this, say chart or table. Let me just make it as chart only. I'll just change this to bar chart. So I have a bar chart here like this. Now what we'll do, we'll try to apply filters on this. That is, we saw that basic filter here wherein I can select. So based on the selection, I'll get the data here like this. Now you can see there are some minus values also. Let me say select all. And if I just scroll down, I can see some minus values also will be available. So what you see here is the minus values. So it is going in minus. I don't want this minus values. So what I can do, I can go here. I can use this profit and say greater than or equal to 0 and say apply. All the minus values are gone now. See, right. This is the basic filter what we saw in our previous example. Now let's go here. In this customer or say in this field, so we saw this basic filter. Now let me click on this. Here I have something called as advanced filter. So what this advanced filter will do is when I click on this, it will ask, say contains, does not contain, starts with. Okay, so this kind of option. Let's say starts with. I'll say A and say apply. See, all the names which starts with A will come here. Let me select this. Now I'll say all the names starting with S. So all the names starting with S will be filtered. Say, I'll go here, I'll say contains ARE. So in this name, you should have ARE. So apply. See, if you go and see this name, there'll be somewhere which contains ARE. So this one I can actually use for filtering the data by using some text. This is filtering by this advanced filtering, that is by using any of these options, that is contains, does not contain, or blah blah blah, whatever. So if I say does not starts with, then excluding this. Say contains, say ARE I given. If I say does not contain, so all the data which does not contain ARE will come here. So these options, it will be very easy. You can just go and you can explore all this. That is, you can just select any of this and you can filter this. Right. Next one, top N. Now let me just clear all this. And then what we'll do is we'll have, say, select all. I have all the values. Let me go here and I'll say top N. This top N is nothing but it will allow me to filter the data based on another field, that is the top sales or say top profit or whatever. I want this filters to be applied such a way that I want the top, say, 10 values. But on which field? It will ask by value. Add data fields here. Let me go here. I'll take the same profit here and I'll put it here. Now I want top N, that is the top 10 values of profit within this customer. Let me just apply. See, I'll get 10 records here. That means I'm trying to filter the data based on this top N as well. Now I have this basic filter which allow me to select based on the selections like this. And then we have advanced filters wherein I'll have all the options where I can use this and I can filter the data depending on the values what I'm specifying here. And then we have top N. That means I can specify the top N or bottom N values on any of the measure fields. So if I put it here, say profit, sales or whatever, so based on that I'll get this top 10, or you can specify anything you want. Say top 5 you want, say apply, I'll get top 5 values like this. So this is for the single visualization, that is individual visualization what I can use the filters. Here also I can add, say, extra data fields and I can filter it. All right, let's go back. So what we learned now was individual visualization. Now what if I want to filter within this page itself? I have so many reports here. I want to filter it such a way that if any of the filters applied, so that will be applied for all the visualization created in this. Let's quickly create some more visualization. I'll take one pie chart. Let's create some simple charts only. It will be easy for us to understand. Let's say I'll take this time profit and I'll take say ship mode. Okay, right. Then let's take one more with the date and I'll take the sales. Let's take it as month. Let's create line chart. And here we'll take segment. Select this and say segment. I just created 3 charts here, 3 visualizations here, and now we'll see how we can apply the page filters. That means if I apply for any one of this, that should get applied throughout the page. Now let's scroll down here. Here it says filters on this page. I have 3 visualization here, so filter on this page. Now what I'll do is I'll go here, I'll take say category, and I'll put it in this page. Just drag this category, filter on this page. If I just drag and drop this, now I'll get the options like this. Here also I'll have similar kind of option where I have this advanced filters, basic filters. Now what I'll do, let me just click on this furniture. All the charts, whatever is there in this sheet will be filtered. Let me click on office supplies. See, this is within the page. So let it be any number of visualizations. All the visualizations will be filtered here. Let me add one more now. Now let's say I'll add, let's take product name, and this time we'll take quantity. Let it be as the table itself. Now let me remove this technology and take this furniture. See, it is getting filtered here. Let me resize this. So if I go and click on this office supply, so here also we'll get the filter. So whatever visualization you're adding, so that will be based on this filter, that is filter on this page. So if you think that I want to filter anything on this page, that is one page, then you can go and you can use this filter on this page. All right, let me go here. I'll add some more reports in this page as well. Quickly we'll add. So I'll add one map, and this time say I'll take the state here, and then sales, state and sales. All right, I have one chart. Now here also I can apply filters on this page. Let's say I'll apply region here in this case, and I'll select central and east, or say let's say only east. Take central only, so that we'll have the full map. Okay, see, I have the central, and here I have the filters. Again, it got applied to this visualization as well. Let me take one more, a quick field. I'll take one chart, reduce this, I'll increase this. So visualization is little, I told you yesterday also, you should have a lot of patience to align all this to look better. Now let's take segment and profit. Right, now what I see here, the data is based on central. Now let me click on this west. So west is applied to all the fields. This is within the page. So here also I had one filter within the page, which I was trying to filter this category, and here I put this region, which is getting filtered based on this filters on this page. Now I have one more option here, that is filter throughout the project itself, that is filter on all the pages. So I can filter the data, or say the reports, by putting some fields here on all the pages. Let's take one field. So which one we have not taken, we'll take that. Let's say subcategory itself, and I'll put it here. When I put the subcategories here, again I'll get the selections. Now what will happen is, now let me go and see in this page. So here also I'll have this filter on all this, filters on all the pages. You can see this, all the subcategories are available here. So whatever field I drag and drop, whenever I create one more page, let's say I created one page, that will be available here. Now from wherever you just apply this, say for example I'll go here, I'll just say I want art, binders, bookcases, accessories, applies. Only these products, say these subcategories. So throughout your page, means throughout your project, everywhere it will get applied. See, So this filters what I'm using here, it is on all the pages. That means if I feel that there is a filter which is required to entire project or say entire dashboard, then I can use this filter on all the pages. So it is very simple to remember. If you go here, there are three types of filters in this pan. That is, one is by visualization, second is by page, and third one is on all the pages. And the filters what you apply here is similar with all the options. That is individual, within page, across page. So everything will have similar kind of filters here. Now if you want to remove it, you can just go here and you can just say clear filter here like this. Filters are cleared like this. Right. So this is what we have in this filter span. But filters will not end here like just like that. So we have more other way of filtering the data as well. So how to use these filters? Let me just remove all these filters now. Just removing it itself. So previously I just cleared it. Now I'm just trying to remove all the filters. So now there is no filters. The entire report, what I'm trying to do here is I'm dragging the field and then applying the filters. I just dragged one filter to filters on all these pages and then I was trying to filter. But what if I want to filter such a way that I don't have to bother about going and filtering and dragging and everything and filtering the data. Instead, there should be an option where I want the data only for central and east, only these two regions. I don't have to again and again go and keep dragging and dropping my filters on this page and filter it. So for that, what I can also do is there is one more way of filtering the entire report. That is, I'll go to this transform data. This is another way of filtering your data. So what I'll do, I'll go here. I'll try to filter the data in query editor itself. So what this will happen is it'll try to filter the data in the editor itself so that you don't have to bother about filtering the data in the visualization. Let's say I'll go here. I want the region east and central. So I'll go here, select this. I'll say central and east. I'll say OK. Now apply the data here. Now I'll say apply. The changes are applied here. Let's go to the visualization here. Entire report, whatever we have here, will be filtered based on central and east. So let's go back here and let me select this. And if you see here, let me just clear this. Go to this region. I'll have only these two. So I'll not have other states or any options which I'm trying to filter here. So only those data which is available after filtering, that will be available in this visualization. That means if you want to filter anything, I can go here and I can filter it here also. Now let's say I'll go here in this subcategory. I will select only few of them, only this many. Say OK. Right. Now let me go back to my visualization. Sorry, we'll apply this changes. Say apply. If you think that everything is done, you can directly close it, or you can just say apply. And now if you come back to the reports, once it is applied, now whatever report I'm getting here, only based on the subcategories what I've selected there. Now let me go here and check that. Say I'll take this subcategory. Let's say I'll put it here within this page. Now I can see only those subcategories which are filtered. So this is another way of filtering. So you can filter anything here. Say I don't want the profit which have got negative values. So here I can say numbers and here I have all the options. Like in Excel, what we have filters. Similarly, say greater than or equal to, I'll say 0. See here, greater than or equal to, you can say 0 and say OK. Now the complete data, what we have here is greater than or equal to 0. That means negative values are not available. Now suppose if I go here, say apply changes. So previously I had taken this customer with all positive values. If you see here, let me just clear this. Now if you see, I'll not have negative values at all because I'm directly filtering in the data itself. So this is another way of filtering the data. That means you can filter in the query editor also. Any data you can filter and then you can create the reports here. But this will be applied if I'm filtering in query editor and then trying to create the reports here. That means it is completely on all the reports what I'm creating. But suppose if you want to go with filters what we have here within the visualization, then also I still have these options, that is individual, page, across page. So what is the advantage of having the filters in the front end or in the query editor? Say what will happen is when I'm actually trying to filter the data, I don't know what all things I have to filter, so that filters has to be done within the visualization. Then I can take the entire data and then I can use the filters here and filter the records. But I'm very much specific saying that okay, this is the report what I need. The other data I don't need. So in that case, I can filter it in the query editor itself, so that I don't have to bother here and coming in the visualization, that is in the front end, and keep filtering it. So all the data which is not necessary for the report is already filtered. So only you just have to drag and drop and create the report. So that will be more easy. So you have to think about the reports what you are creating, whether I need those data and filter in the desktop, that is in the front end, or I don't require the data itself so that I can filter it in the editor itself. So both depends on your requirements. So this is another way of filtering your data, right? Next is, let's say I have some visualization. Let me remove this product now and we'll put another visualization here. So what we'll do, we'll take, have we taken category here? No, we'll take this category. I just want more visualization here, and here let's say I'll take sales itself. We take this subcategory also. Right. Now I have one table here, then one chart, and few other values here. Now let me put one slicer. And in this slicer, we saw this in the previous session. Let me take subcategory itself. I have the list here. I'm getting very few values here. That is because I have filtered in the editor. Now if I go here, see, if I click on this accessories, I'll get only accessories here. See? Now what is happening here is, when I'm selecting this table is also getting filtered, and only those subcategories I'm selecting, that is filtering here. Wherein I don't want this to happen. That means this table what I have should not be filtered based on this selection. So I'm selecting here, this is getting filtered. I don't want this to get filtered. Only few visualization in this, or say few reports has to be filtered. So for that, what I'll do is, let me just remove the filters for some of the visualization. So how to do that? Let me select the visualization from where the other visualizations are getting filtered. And here, let's say I'll go to this format. When I go to this format, here I have something called as edit interactions. This interaction is nothing but whatever changes I'm doing here is getting interacted with all the other visualizations. Now I want to avoid this. Say I don't want this table to be filtered by any of these selections. So what I'll do is I'll click on this edit interaction. Once I click on this, I'll get some options like this here. See, there are some options. The one is filter, other one is none. When I select this, all the visualizations will have these options, filter and then none. Now what I'll do, I'll just click on this none. Just click on this none. Now if I go here, the interaction between these two visualization is gone. Now if I click on this, these values, the values in these visualization are getting filtered, but not this one. This will be intact, so this will not change. Let's say here, I don't want this visualization, that is this chart also should not be filtered. Now what I'll do, just go here, I'll click on this none, right? Now let me change this to drop down. We know how to do this. Let's click on this and say drop down. Now I'll take this and keep it somewhere on top. Now if I say this appliances, so it is getting applied only for these two. Now these two are not getting applied. Say I'll go here, copiers. So only these two visualizations are getting filtered. Now let me go here and I'll remove this format edit interaction. Now we'll come to the normal visualization here. So what I'll do, I'll go here, click on this and say accessories. So only these two are getting filtered. Say art, you can see these two visualizations, the table and this line chart are not getting filtered, right? This is one thing. This is for the slicers. Let me click on this east and see what will happen when I click on this east. See, all the other visualizations are getting filtered. Let me click on this central. See here, these are getting filtered. Let me click this one. So other visualizations are also getting filtered. Let me go and click on this bookcases. So based on this selection, all the other reports are also getting filtered like this. Now I need to avoid this. Let's say if I click on this east, this chart, the pie chart, whatever is there, this should not get filtered, and this table also should not get filtered. Only this line chart, whatever is there, this should get filtered. That means when I click on this, only this line chart has to get filtered. These two should not get any impact on it. So what we'll do, again, select this, go to this format and click on edit interaction. Now I'll get again these things. Now if you see, when I selected this slicer, I was getting only two options, and I disabled this saying none. But now when I select this visualization, you can see there is one more option. I'll tell you what is this later. But I have these three options when I selected this visualization. Now let me go here, I'll make this none and this one also none. So whenever you want to break the interaction, you have to select the visualization from where you're trying to interact or say filter, and then rest all will have these options enabled. You just have to use this none if it is not to be filtered. Now let me click outside and remove this, take out this, otherwise these options will be available there. Now when I click on this, I can see only the line chart is getting filtered. Right. Let me click on this page 3. I will create, before that, what we'll do is we'll remove all these filters, whatever we have given, so that we'll get all the regions there. So where is that region? Region. remove this, say clear filter, and here subcategory, just say clear filter. I'm just trying to clear all this. So region also we had used say clear filter. Just that I need all the data there to show you some more options. I'm just applying it. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll create one column chart, and here I'll use this region and I'll take this sales. Now let me take one more chart. Let it be a same chart itself. And here I'll take state and let's say sales. Now if I click on this west, just observe, or I'll put it here so that we'll make this more bigger like this. Let me click on this region. You can see that wherever this west states are there, the states which belong to west, they're getting highlighted. Let me click on south. I can see they are getting highlighted. Let me click on this central, they're getting highlighted. This is called as highlighting of the reports. Let's go here and say format. I'll click on this edit interaction. Now we saw this none and we saw this filters, and here we have something called as highlight. By default this will be enabled. That means when I go here, it is highlighting. Highlighting means when I click anything, the reports whatever is there within the page, it will get highlighted. So that is what was happening in this case. So when I was selecting this, let's say I'll select here and I will say highlight. Now if I click on this, see, only that data which is actually related to this will be highlighting. Now what we'll do, we'll go here. If you click on this, it's getting highlighting, but I want to filter this. Then what I'll do, I'll click on this filter option. Just observe what will happen when I say filter. See, the data will get filtered. That means the visualization will get filtered like this. See, if I would have mentioned it as none, there is no interaction between this. See, nothing. Let me select this. Sorry, select this and say highlight. Now this will get highlighted like this. Click on this filter, this will get filtered like this. So this is what the interactions. So you can plan accordingly. You create any number of visualization. I've just taken this two because to make you guys understand, it will be easy for you to understand. See, select this. This is actually getting filtered. Highlighting means it will highlight only those states which belongs to the selected region. If I say none, there is no interaction. So you can use this within this, say, the page, so that any number of visualizations what you have put here, you can filter it. That is, you can have the interaction, whether it has to be filtered from one visualization to another visualization or it has to be disabled. All right. Next, we'll create one more page. I will take, say, category, and I'll make it as slicer. Right. Have a slicer here. So you guys go and format it. If you want to, make the contents bigger, because again I don't want to waste my time in showing you all these formattings, but still to show you guys I'll just quickly do this. Now let me copy this and I'll just paste it so that I don't have to format it again. Put here. Now what I'll do, I'll take, instead of this category, I'll take subcategory. Okay, fine. Now if you say this, if you want to have a dependent reports, so dependent report in the sense, say I want a report here. Let's say I'll take one more report here. Let's say segment. Let this be of pie chart. Then let's say sales. Okay. Now if you say this, when I click on this furniture, you can see the same. The subcategories are getting filtered. That means whatever values are related to this category, only that will be filtered here. Let me click on this office supplies. See. Now further, if I click on this will get applied. But you just observe there is one problem here. See, let's say I'll clear this filter and I'll clear these filters as well. Now I was talking about the dependent reports. We saw here one visualization where I click on this sales, say this region, and I was getting this to be highlighted or filtered. But what if that goes reverse? Let's say I'll click here. Now I have everything. Now let me click on this California. See, this is even reverse as well. To make you understand, I just took this example. Now what I was trying to tell you is, see here, I have this category, subcategory, and a report here which is getting filtered, and we are getting the report. See, if I click on this furniture, this is getting filtered, and further if I click on this tables, then I'll get the report here. Fine. Let me clear this selections, and here I'll clear this selections. Now let's click subcategory. Let's say paper. See here, only office supplies is there because this paper belongs to office supply, and what is happening is it is doing the reverse filtering as well. So what we'll do is, in this case, if you are actually going with a sequential, say dependent reports, let me select this same concept, but again I'm telling you the logic is very important. I'm selecting this, go to format, say edit interaction. Now here what filters I have, this should be filtered. Now let me select this, but I'll remove this and say none. That means if this is selected, this drop down or say slicer should not be filtered. Now let's remove this edit interaction. Let me go here, say furniture. I'm getting this filtered, right? Let me clear this. Now if I go and click on this, see, this is not getting filtered. That means if I select this furniture, only furniture subcategories will be available here, but this category is not filtered. That means I'll get further reports whatever is there. Now let's go back to this example. So in this example again, see here, if I'm clicking on this, here this is getting highlighted. So what I'll do, let me select this format, edit interaction, and say none. No. Now this is one way. So if I go and click on this, this will be highlighted or filters or whatever you want you can do. But same thing will not happen with the reverse when I click on this like this. Okay. So this format edit interaction is very important when you're actually trying to click on any of these visualization, then filter the reports. So here, say dependent drop down, you can use it, say drop down or say list box or whatever you can say. I'll go here, I'll make it as drop down. So here you can make it as drop down as well. If you think that it is occupying more space, select. You can do something like this as well. Now, so format, edit interaction. If I go here, say office supplies, if I go and click on this, I'll get only office supplies options. Now let me click on this. It's a technology. If I go here, I'll have only technology here. But the same thing should not happen reverse. If I click on this, any of the subcategories, this should not get filtered. Then again, you have to go here, clear everything, and that will be will not get a right required reports. So now I can move this here somewhere. I can use it. So this again visualization you have to plan with your requirements and your creativity. So this is the interaction filters. So we learned about some filters here. Then we learned about the filters within the visualization and also about the interactions. Right. Let's go here. We have something called as drill through. What is this drill through? This is again a kind of filter which will help me in filtering the data across the sheets. That is by drilling the means by drill through of data. So how to do this? Let's see. Let me create one simple chart again, a category. Why I'm using only simple things is so that it will be easy for you to understand. I'll just go here and I'll make it sales. Let me move it somewhere here and make it a column chart. I'll keep only one chart here. I'll not apply any filters here. Fine. Now let me go back. Here, what I'll do, I'll create one more chart, that is subcategory. Let me put it somewhere in the middle. And again, I'll take one column chart and we'll take the sales. Right. Now what we'll do, scroll down. Here I have something called as add drill through fields. Let me take this category and I'll put it here. As soon as I put this, I'll get one button here. You can see this button, you can place it anywhere. So what this will do is, it will take me to the page just before this sheet, whatever I've created this page, it will take me to that page. That means this is going to back. For this, I'll say control and click on this. I'll go to this sheet. I've added one drill through that is used as category. I'll click on this here. I'm going here. Now, right click on this visualization. If you can see, I have this drill through. It lasts for the page. Now what I've done here, say office supplies, say right click, say drill through, I'll say page 6. Now if you see here, I'm getting only the subcategories of the selected category. That means I selected office supplies. I don't have the label here. So what we'll do, we'll go here, we'll take this card. And here I'll just take this category so that I'll get the label. Let me put it something like this. If you want, you can reduce it and you can go here format. I'll just remove the background so that this will be transparent. I can put it anywhere like this. So in the previous session, we learned about this, how to make it transparent. Just I remove the background. Let's go here. I put that label so that it will be easy for you to understand. So which one I filtered. Say right click on this, technology, drill through, I'll say page 6. See, technology, and I'll get only this technology. This is not only for one page. Let's click here. Then I'll create one more page. If you do this, what will happen? It will take me to the exactly the previous page which I've created. Okay, so make sure that you'll be in this page, and once you create this, now let's say I will create one more, say segment. And this time let me take this pie chart and let's say sales. So I'm making it very simple for you guys to understand, otherwise it will become too complex for you to understand these options. Okay, fine. Again, here also I'll just create one card. Sorry, take a single card, and then I'll take this category so that I'll know that what category we have selected. We keep it here. Okay, now we'll take this category and I'll put it here. Drill through. So again, I got this button. Let me keep it anywhere I need. Now I'll say control and say back. I'm going here. Now let me right click on this furniture and say drill through. See now page 6, page 7. You can rename this page also. Now let me click on this page 7. See, it is getting filtered based on the furnitures. So this way also I can filter, that is drill through. This drill through here, I have one something called as keep all filters. So whatever filters I'm applying, those filters will be applied on this as well. Say for example, I'll select this. I will take region and I'll put it here. and then I will say central and east. And now let's go and drill through, say page 6. See, you can see this. Can you see this? Region is central and east. So here it will apply the filters. Suppose if I remove this here, let me go back again, right click, drill through page 6. See, now I'll not get that filters. So here I got so many fields here. Say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 3, 6, 9 fields are there here. Okay, 9 subcategories. Now let me go back here. I'll say keep all the filters. So this keep all the filters is nothing but whatever filters I have applied here, those filters will be applied on the drill through reports as well. Now let me remove this, or we'll keep it here like this only. So right click, take the same thing so that we'll have the count. Right click, drill through page 6. Okay, did we apply this here? I think that's the same thing. Let me just, I think let's check with the data, that is the numbers, the 120k. Now let's do it without filters. Right click, office supplies, drill through page 6. See, it is going beyond 200k, right? Now let me say keep all filters, because I think all the subcategories were there, so that's why it was coming all 9 subcategories. But now we'll see with the values. Let me go back, same office supplies, right click, drill through, I'll say page 6. See, it got filtered. That means it is taking east or central, like this. So like this also you can filter the data, right? So we learned about the filters. Now we'll see how we can navigate the sheets. Navigation means, say for example, I'm in page 1. I want to go to this page 2, page 3, page 4. So instead of going like this, I can use the navigations for this. In the current version, we have something called as page navigation, but previously we didn't have this page navigation. For that, we had to create something called as bookmarks. So what are these bookmarks? I'll explain. Let me go here, go to this view. Here I have something called as bookmarks pan. Click on this. I'll get this bookmarks. These bookmarks, you should be very careful. These bookmarks are something similar to, say for example, I'm reading a novel. I'll keep one mark somewhere where I've stopped. That is like a bookmark. That means I've stopped till there. Next time when I open, so I'll be opening from that bookmark. So you're just marking something. Similarly here, if you want to navigate between pages, I have to create the bookmarks. Now I'll select this page 1, so you should be very careful. Say page 1, I'll say add. See, one bookmark got added. I'll just name this, say page 1. Right. If you want to add one more bookmark, go to this page 2 and I'll say add. I'll say page 2. Now select this page 3, say add and say page 3. You can give any name. It's not that it should be the same sheet name itself. You can give any name for this. And also this also you can rename. Now if you want to view, say here, I'll click on this page 1. See, it's going to this page. Just to check whether I've given the proper links. See, page 2, page 3. I'm just creating only 3 bookmarks. If you want, you can create any number of bookmarks like this. Let me close. I just close that bookmarks as of now. Now what we'll do, we'll go here. We'll try to insert a button. Let's say insert. Here I have these buttons. You can select any of these buttons. Let me just say blank. And here I got on blank here. Let me just drag it like this. Now you select this. And here I'll get this format. Say button text. I switched it off. Say on. and here I'll say button text. You can give anything. Let's say page 2. If you want, you can increase this. Let's go here. I'll increase the font size. Right? Okay. Now let me select this. When I say button text, I got this text. That is the default state. In this buttons, I have some good options as well. That is some nice options. When I say hover, hover means when I move my cursor like this, what should happen? Let's say I'll use this hover. Now I'll go here. Let's say the font color should change to something. We'll make it something this color, and we'll increase some more, say 24. Now when I say press, if I press that, let's say I want to change the color. I'm just putting this some different colors so that you'll know how this is actually working. Now let's say it is 20 point. Right. Let's go here and check. Can you see that? I just move my cursor here. This is hover. When I press, the color is changing. Fine. This is for the text. Same thing we can do for the button as well. Let's go to this fill. Click on this. Here, not given any fill here. Say on. Here also I'll have three options: default, hover, and press. Let me select this. Say default, it is white color. If I say hover, let's say I'll make it some color like this. So don't worry about this color what I'm giving, just to show you guys. See, so you take whichever color you want. Then when pressed, the color should change. Let's say I want this color. See, like this. Now when I say default, it's saying 50% as transparency. Transparency is nothing but if you go here, see, you can see the transparency. If I say transparency is 0, then it will become like a solid color. See, over 0% and say press 0%. See, like this. If I make it transparent, let's say in default, I'll make it as say 80% or 78 or whatever. See, transparency. You can see that if I press this like this. So you can change. Say for press, I don't want any transparency. You can change accordingly. See, like this. So this is how you can actually format your buttons. So here there are more other options. Now we saw the formatting part. Now we want the link. Let's go here. I have something called as action. When I click on this action, I'll make it on. Click here. Here I have this type. Click here. See, I have this bookmark. Let me select this bookmark. Then I'll select which page I need to navigate. I'll say page 2. Right. Let me copy this and I'll say paste. I'll just keep it here like this. Now I'll go back to this. I'll change this to page 3 and then we'll go to this action and I'll make this as page 3. That is the bookmark, page 2 and page 3. Let me minimize this. This is navigation what I'm trying to give. I'll hold control. You have to hold control here and then I'll click on this page 2. See, it is taking me to page 2. I can also create some buttons in this page so that I can navigate back. Say, click on this page 3. See, I'm going to page 3. Quickly, if I want to create, I can just select this. Hold this and say, or we'll do one thing, say view, selection tab. Here I'll have all the buttons here, say button. Select this, hold control here, select this as well. I selected both. You can copy it and I can paste it in another sheet like this. Here also I'll paste. Now in this case, I want page 2, page 3. Here I want page 1 and page 3. Now what I'll do, I'll select this quickly. I'll try to format it. Go to the visualization, say button, I'll say page 1. This is already formatted. I'll keep the same formatting. Here in this action, I will say page 1. That means when I click on this, it should go to page 1. And if I click on this, it should go to page 3. Right. We'll go here. I have this page 2 and page 3. Now this one, if I click, it should go to page 1. If I click on this, it will go to page 2. So select this. Quickly again, we'll format this. Page 1. And here in action, I'll change this to page 1. Let me select this. I'll make it as page 2. And then scroll down. Here I'll say action and take page 3. Right. So quickly, you can change the navigation slides. Let me go to page 1. I'll hold control and click on page 2. See, I'm in page 2 now. Suppose if you want to go to this page 3, click on this, I'll go to page 3. Go to page 1, I'll go to page 1. Like this. I have a video which I've done for formatting your buttons and having icons and all. I'll send you that video as well. So which you can learn how to create these kind of buttons and the reports. Very nice icons how we can put. So those things have done a video. It's some 10 to 15 minutes video. I'll just send that as well so that you can watch that and you can make some nice buttons with icons or with text that you can learn. This is what we have done by using bookmarks. Now in the newer version, you don't have to bother about bookmarks. We have something called as page navigation. So what are those page navigation? I'll show you. So for this, what we'll do is I'll just use only these two sheets. Say insert button, and I'll take a blank button. Take this here, right? Now we'll go to this visualization. Now I'll say button text. I'll not show you again all these formattings over and all, just I'll show you how to use this page navigation. The button text, I'll say page 5. Now it is very simple. You don't have to create all these bookmarks. Previously we had to do all these things, but now go to this action, and here once I apply this action, here I have something called as page navigation. When I say page navigation, automatically it lasts for all the pages. I'm in 4th page, so I'll not get this 4th page because I cannot have the navigation for that sheet itself. Let's say I want to navigate to 5th sheet or say 5th page. The previous version I had to create the bookmarks and then I have to apply, but now we have this page navigation. I just use this navigation. Now I'll copy this and I'll paste it. This I selected, go to action. I'll just change this to page 4. Right? Now if you want, you can change the text here. Quickly we'll change the text also. Excuse me. Alright. Now let me hold this control and click on this. See, I'll go to page 4. Click on this. I'll go to page 1. This is how you can do the navigations as well. Navigations are very important because when you're actually trying to move from one page to another page, so this will be very, very important. It will be very nice instead of going through these pages like this. Either you can use bookmarks or you can use page navigation. If you guys have not downloaded the recent version, please download it. It's very simple. Again, you can go and you can download the updated version. You can take the report. The page navigation will come in the latest version only. Otherwise, you'll have to use, if you are still having older version, then use this bookmarks. Both are almost same, but bookmarks are little complex because you have to create the bookmarks and then you have to go and apply. But this one is not like that. You just have to go select the page, done, over. Right? Okay. Next is we have something called as question and answers. Let me just click on this. I'll go and I'll tell you about in detail of this the next class with this key influencers, and there are more other things which we can discuss, but as of now I'll just tell about this question and answers, which is very, very interesting, very nice, and this will use the concept of artificial intelligence. So in the previous session, I just briefly showed you what is this, but today I'll just explain you more things on this. This question and answers, it is something like interacting between, you know, two people, or say you're just trying to ask, saying that, say I want a report, something like this, or I want a report, based on all the data what you have. You just put any question, it'll understand, it'll give me the report. That's all. So question and answer is nothing but just interacting with the Power BI, saying that I want this kind of reports. That's all. See, I just click on this total profit. It'll take some time. You just type on here. See, I got the total profit here. Let's say sales by region, a simple one. See, sales by region. I'll say category with profit, right? Okay. Now we use the top n filter, say top 10 sales by customer. See, customer name. See, we have done so many things there, filtering and all those things. Now I don't have to bother. Everything will come here. You type anything, it'll give me the result. Top 5 subcategory by sales. See, say states of region west. See, only those states. You type anything, whatever you want, you just type, it will understand, it will give me the result. Say map of region east. The east is not a geographical data, so map of region by sales. See, something like this. So what it will do is it will take the keywords and it'll understand the normal English and it will give me the results. You type anything, it will give me the results. This is question and answer. That is, you're asking a question and it will give me the answer. Okay. So this is what I have for today.